You gotta watch him. Keep your eye on him.
Going
Look,
live, going live. What in the world, Bo? It's your boy Big Low Country. Look, if it sounds like we're already engaged in conversation, it's because Dave said just hit go live because Big Q he's in here throwing shade. And,
oh, there we go. I gotta be throwing shade. Come on.
I mean, hit dogs holler. That's all I'm saying. Hit dogs holler, bro. So then you got Big Game James in here, shaming everybody about how fast he run to 40.
Right.
I mean, so it's a whole lot of stuff. Shy here, he got hate in his heart. So, hey, man.
Listen.
You already know. What
listen,
Dave?
You go.
Listen.
What's
I'm
up,
not going to allow you to do this round table and to give me this massive amount of shade from the gate. Like, I'm not going to allow you to do this. I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to allow you to do this. Because I'm not showing no mercy.
No
I ain't
mercy
got
today.
excuses either. No mercy.
Hey, it's no mercy today.
No mercy.
Man, yeah, so y'all see Rashad today pulled up like Casey and JoJo wearing the matching outfit.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Let me tell you the greatness. Missing the leather pants.
Yo, let me tell you the greatness of all this, bro. Did not plan that at all.
I don't
Nah. Happenstance.
No, did not plan it at all. Did not plan it at all. I literally changed shirts like minutes before I set everything up here. Because I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the No Mercy shirt. Because I just want y'all to understand.
Okay.
No mercy.
Okay. I mean, I hear you. So I tell you what, man. How about y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves? Let everybody know who you repping, your channel, where they can find you and everything.
Why we got to go first?
Oh, okay.
Man, fuck all that, man. Look, man, this PNP, y'all know what it is. Largest independent show on YouTube that covers the Carolina Panthers. You know what it is. What's going on, guys? I'm Dave. He's Rashad. Future NFC South champions. That's what we here for. This is why I'm here. Don't be out here with the fake news that he got under the post over there. He should have put his site up like Big Q did. Smart man, Big Q. Should have put your site up. You know what I'm saying? Big Low Country, you in denial today. But it's okay.
What in the world? Like what?
It is okay. Listen, I already deal with y'all Falcons fans yesterday in the Twitter space. I'm ready. I've gotten warmed up. That was my preseason.
What in the world? We just 2 minutes in.
2 minutes in. Are we simulcasting?
It's Heel Dave. Yeah, we got it. Heel Dave. It's on the pod. Yeah, you see some of our folk in there. Shout out to keep pounding the chat if you rocking with the Panthers, man. Bryce Young and the Panthers. What's good? What's good, Panther Nation? What's popping? We outside. No mercy.
They feeling themselves in here, boy. Golly.
Look, man, we here to help. We the government. We here to help. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
Big Game James. What's going on with you, bro?
What up, y'all? It's your boy Big Game James from BGSE Network and host of Big Game's Pewter Perspective. And, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little somber right now, man. We're gonna talk about it, I know, but there's some bad news going down there in Tampa with Ryan Jensen not being able to play this year, man. So
I thought you about to say the storm. Y'all having problems with the storm, ain't you, brother James?
Yeah, I'm safe, but my mom. I just got the phone with my mom, man, and she is diverting and it's changing course, so they're gonna be okay. A lot of rain, a little bit of wind, but not too much damage in the area of Tampa that my mom is in. So
okay, good, about that. Good, my brother. To hear that, man.
Definitely. Big Q, what's going on, bro?
Shout out to the fam. First and foremost, shout out to my brothers all across the stream right here. Brother Rashad, Brother Dave, Brother James, brother, and of course, now see Logo say something because I put him. Shout out to my dog, Lo. Listen, man, I really enjoy talking to the brethren, man, on the NFC South Round Tables. It's great people here. That's why it's great. Always great content, great stuff. So I appreciate you guys for just being who you are and us doing this thing. And I represent the mighty Who Dat Nation, the great Saint Think Tank. We in the building. Shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all. My Who Dats in this thing. They know what time it is. We got on the stream. I asked the brothers out here. I asked them for the time. I said, do you guys know what time it is? Just asking. And they know what time it is. You guys in the Who Dat Nation know what time it is. Let's get it popping, baby. What's happening?
What time is it, Q?
That's cute.
What time is it?
It's time for the NFC South Round Table.
Okay. I just wondered. I ain't know.
Y'all guys,
look, man. I expect
y'all already. See, y'all.
I'm expecting a massive amount of shade, but I know we got a whole hour and a half to 2 hours to get this shade that you about to pop off today.
I'm in the shade today, sir.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see.
Facts.
But everybody out there don't know me. My name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. I am representing our Atlanta Falcons in the NFC South Round Table this, preseason. So, I mean, look, man, it's one of those situations. I look forward to this. Ever since we've done the first one, how long has it been now, guys? A couple of years.
It's been a couple of years.
I lost track. I asked that yesterday, I believe. I don't know how long we've been doing it.
Yeah, ever since we've been doing it for a couple of years. These are the shows I look forward to the most, to be completely honest with you. So, we're gonna sit and we're gonna chop it up and have a good time and try to shed some light on this shade that Big Q is gonna be spreading.
Oh, come on.
So, huh?
Well, come on. What the hell, man?
Hey, nah.
Let's get it going. I'm telling you.
Don't start that, yo. Hey, don't start that, dog. Don't start that.
I'm telling you.
Early.
Don't start that, bro. Don't start that, dog.
So for everybody that's watching, make sure that you put the catchphrase for your respective teams, in the chat.
It's not a catchphrase. It's not a catchphrase. It's a lifestyle, brother. Keep pounding. It's a lifestyle, dog.
Oh, okay. So put a keep pounding. Put your lifestyle phrase.
No mercy.
Hey, no mercy. Keep pounding.
Okay.
Sweep the leg.
But goodness gracious, put rise up. If you're a Falcons fan, what's Tampa Bay? Fire the cannons.
Fire the cannon.
Okay, and then pizza for the Saints fans.
See, you're already being disrespectful.
What you mean?
My man said pizza. He called you Little Caesars, bro.
I thought that was their new sponsor.
Nah, hello, y'all. You remember the Mercedes-Benz Superdome? You guys took out, we sent Fontenot over there to you, took all our execs, most of our players, and our dome name. So
took the sponsor. God, dog, low.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you a quick story.
Pizza Dome.
I was in Atlanta last weekend, and I thought I was in New Orleans because I kept seeing Mercedes. I kept passing by the Mercedes-Benz stadium. I'm thinking, yo, I kept calling Atlanta New Orleans.
Right, it is
because they had no I kept thinking, and it was like, you're in Atlanta. I was like, oh yeah, that is right.
No, you know where you was at, Dave.
You're right, Dave.
You know where you was at.
It's New Orleans East. That's what we call
it. Not. Come on,
it's
man.
New Orleans East.
Blatant disrespect.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Goodness gracious.
Come on, man. I mean, so since we're starting and we talk about fresh starts, I think the team who's getting the freshest start with the new quarterback and everything, let's go ahead and throw it on out there.
Wait, let's be clear. 3 out of the 4, actually, all 4 of them in reality are getting our new quarterbacks.
Y'all got a fresh start too.
We got our quarterback started.
Your guy starts, but he ain't start all year. He popped up with
got
Mariota
a recycle start
when Mariota realized he was going to be done for the season. Now that's when he started, and we ain't got to talk about Baker. We've been there, done that with that guy. And then you guys are hoping and praying that Dennis Allen can remember how to coach with Derek Carr. But it's going to be interesting. We all got a bunch of relatively new guys, and I stand by with what I told you, Big Low. You're starting the wrong quarterback, but for week 1, I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
You must put up a bet to lose week 1 or something.
Why the hell would I do such a thing?
Put some money on that, Dave. Dave, big money too.
Don't be out of here telling. Look, listen, I ain't as big money as you, bro. Like, let's not do this. We know why my big money showed up. Don't be out here doing all that.
I mean, I'm just saying, I was saying, y'all are getting a fresh start with the new quarterback, first overall pick and everything, and
oh yeah,
fair enough.
New coach. I wasn't trying to throw no shade or nothing. I was just,
it sounded like it to me too, man. I don't like that. I don't like that, Lo.
Well, my apologies. I redact my previous statement.
It is. I see what you're trying to do.
No, man, come on.
I see what you're trying to do.
He got sneaky cry victim shade. That's what Lowe does.
What in the world? Thinking cry victims? Cute. Wow. Wow.
But all right, so we.
I ain't do it. Hold on. What you mean? I ain't need it like that. All right, Lo. I mean, I got you, brother. You got to get it. You got it.
We got it. So we'll go ahead and kick it off since that's what you're trying to do with the fresh start. All right, so we went 0-3 in the preseason. It's all good. It's all good. Vanilla offense. No defensive starters playing like that. No Brian Burns, no Justin Houston. So we're good. Bryce Young looks as advertised. He goes out there really decisive, throws a clean football. Only thing is, he got to be protected. Now, if that's one worry I have for the Carolina Panthers right now, it's going to be the offensive line. It's going to be the offensive line, right? Icky, who was having, his sophomore slump in the preseason, it ain't a good look. I got to keep it a buck. Y'all know me. I keep it real. I'm a fan, but I got to keep it real. Icky ain't looking so hot, but they're attributing it to communication issues. Some learn a new offense. But at the end of the day, man, Thielen looks great. DJ Chark's gonna look great as soon as he gets back from his hamstring. He's nice. Marshall and Laviska Shenault, gonna see him out the backfield. A little diet Debo there. I think we're gonna be all right. I think the Panthers are gonna be all right.
About Mingo, but I ain't gonna hold you.
Forgot about Mingo. Yeah, Mingo looked really good too.
Mingo looks good. Yeah,
looked really good too. So we haven't seen Miles Sanders yet either. He did not play in the preseason, so we don't know what we have. I'm gonna be honest. We don't know what we have yet fully until we come out there and go down to the what is it? The Mercedes? What is it? What is it?
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Mercedes-Benz Dome.
Okay, yeah.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah. When we go down there, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what we really got.
Now, one thing I will say, we were having this discussion point yesterday during our show about the fact that we kept 5 tight ends and then we picked up 3 guys and we still decided to keep 5 tight ends. That tells me a lot that we're going to play a lot of 2 tight end sets. And I also believe, like we were talking about Shenault with the Debo, even though you got mini Debo, diet Debo, even though we didn't really show that in the preseason, we saw a lot of that in training camp while we were there.
A lot of it in training camp.
So I think, when Frank was out here talking vanilla offense, but then when you sit down and think about what we saw, he might be onto something. Now, granted, there were some things on the offensive line that scared me, but it's obvious that they're not going to allow Bryce to get killed. So they will rather play 2 tight end sets to make sure that Bryce does not get killed.
And just a little context with the offensive line, we are missing Austin Corbett, who got hurt at the end of last season. He was our starting right guard. He got hurt, still recovering. So we kind of looking for that replacement. Chandler Zavala, who we just drafted, got entered into that situation, played really well, but he is a rookie, so we'll see how that goes. But Icky right now, who is coming that sophomore season, shouldn't be struggling, and he is right now. So we'll see.
Okay.
Can you go to a new start now?
Oh, aggressiveness! Wow, shot, man, bro.
Told you, low when he started, no mercy. Bro.
Yeah,
I see.
I just want you to keep the shade equal across the board. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is I hope your Carolina Panthers had that same sort of aggressiveness on September 10th. That's all I can tell you, Shad. That's all I can
tell you. But y'all say you better hope they don't, because y'all about to catch a fade. Because we know, I know somebody on your team don't have aggressiveness. Desmond Ritter.
Okay. Okay. Look, at the end of the day, we can show you better. We can tell you, Dave. That's all I can tell you, Bo.
I'm not worried about Ritter. I'm worried about Bijan. I'll keep it a buck with y'all. I like Bijan. I was high on Bijan coming into the draft. I question whether or not why you took Bijan, but I was high on Bijan.
So I tell you what. So because it seems like I was trying to say the best for last, but it seems like we're talking about our Atlanta Falcons.
I'll wait.
We are.
You'll wait.
Now with this recycle situation you got down there. Bro.
We ain't talking about the fastest 40 big game, James. We talk about our respective teams. But anyway, Desmond Ritter, the new starting quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, the only returning starter, in the NFC South, the only returning starter. Number one, you revamp this defense. You got Ryan Nielsen, defense coordinator from the New Orleans Saints. You got Caden Ellis from the New Orleans Saints, David Onyemata from the New Orleans Saints. But the crazy thing is that when I talked to those guys at training camp, I said, "Hey, on your contract, did it say anything about y'all had to come to the Falcons?" It was like, "No, we came here because we wanted to come here." I said, "Well, doggone. You need to tell Big Q that. You need to tell Big Q that you chose to come to Atlanta."
Get him, Q.
You need to let him know. Say, hey, you left New Orleans and you came to Atlanta. You drove past those 2 Buc-ee's. You drove past the bridge and everything to come all the way to ATL to eat them liver pepper wings. That's what they said.
Atlanta is, of course, what they supposed to tell you, Lo? They got they know that that's a violation as a Saints player to leave the Saints to go to the Falcons. They understand that, and they know that because they had experienced the rivalry. So they have an axe to grind, right? We understand and know that. Now, we had players, and like I said, the success that you guys, and I really hope you guys have a lot of success, and that's to all my brethren across the NFC South, because it makes the games a lot more interesting, makes the NFC South overall a lot stronger, and that's what we're looking to build upon. But like I said, what you expect? David Onyemata, man, David Onyemata should have some good work with you. Ryan Nielsen, we developed him into what he is today.
How y'all developed that man to who he is today, Q?
We developed him so you would know who he is.
Come on, Q.
He was at South Carolina. What was it? South Carolina State, was it? I want to say. What were y'all put
he was at North Carolina State.
No, the Wolfpack, right?
Yeah.
Nobody didn't know who he was. You got to get at the Sean Payton. Sean Payton went and got that man out of college and made him a NFL defensive line coach. Nobody knew who Ryan Nielsen was at the pro level.
Everybody
didn't give him a chance.
I know people in the culture world knew him because I know that he got Bradley Chubb into the NFL.
Before the Saints did?
Yeah.
No, they did not.
People in the culture world knew who Ryan Nielsen was.
Okay, then
number one, because he's a Pete Carroll disciple.
So why didn't he sign with the Atlanta Falcons before we got him?
Because we already had a defense coordinator.
And the Atlanta Falcons are not good coaches. Oh, stop.
Boy, the hate, boy. Golly. As Matt Rule stumbles out the door, the Atlanta Falcons don't get I'm just saying.
He wasn't a stumble. We got him out of there. We got him out of there.
Won't speak of him, bro. Won't speak of him.
I'm just saying, you talk about coaches.
Man, we barely got Matt Rule players at this point. We done damn near got rid
of all them dudes. All of them.
we got rid of Matt Corral today. I knew that was going to happen from a mile away, but
yeah, good for y'all getting rid of him. But Ryan Nielsen, David Onyemata, it's interesting that Lo mentioned these particular players because they are a part of the expensive unit that the Atlanta Falcons are putting together. So a lot of the success that the Falcons will have is largely in part from an influence from the New Orleans Saints. I just want you to understand that. And I've told you that when you signed Fontenot, I said, Lo, listen, whatever success that you guys have, you're welcome.
Come on.
They gave you that.
Nation gave you that.
No, they didn't. They didn't give us. It was a contract. Whenever you look at the contract, it says, hey, we signed with the Atlanta Falcons. It wasn't a trade. It was a situation where they had to come to the Atlanta Falcons. They chose to come to the Atlanta Falcons.
That might be the case, but the point is you wouldn't have won them if we didn't raise them up.
Is it? Nah, because it's a situation. It's a situation where it's mutually beneficial. You can ask Big Game James. They wanted us the same way we wanted them. It's like I see Coach Roney.
We didn't want them. That's what ended up happening.
Oh, come on, Q. You asked me good or well. You asked me, wait a minute, hello, are y'all signing Caden Ellis? I was like, I don't think so.
No. You said no.
Really? Yeah, I was like, I don't think so. And then you called me with tears in your eyes.
No, I didn't.
Like, man, Lo, I can't believe y'all did it.
No.
I can't believe you took Caden Ellis.
Caden Ellis Caden Ellis was as raw as he was a 7th round draft pick that we raised up to a starting level play. He was playing special teams. Now that's Big Luther's son. But at the end of the day, it's the same influence that took these guys and moved them into a position where the Atlanta Falcons say, oh, I see who you are. You didn't see him prior to that. That's my point. And that's one of the things the Saints are good at. So despite whatever you're trying to explain away, my brother, you can't explain away the fact that the Saints have a heavy influence on winning. That's about to happen in New Orleans East. I mean, Atlanta, the city.
Come on, Q.
I'm just saying, they might not like that, but you can't get away from that. And I love that you can't run.
See, this is what your haters do. Whenever you start to have success, or before they see the success coming.
What the hell is success?
Before they see the success coming, it's one of those situations where they try to discredit you. You can't discredit it.
Like, I want to get Big Game James involved too, but I have a question for you, and then we got to get Big Game James involved.
Yes.
Why? What does continuity mean to you? And I'm asking these questions because I had a whole discussion with some of your Falcons. What do y'all call yourselves? The Falcons Nation, the Rise Up Nation? What do you call yourselves? I had a whole
y'all ain't
discussion.
even got a name.
I'm just trying to understand for the sake of clarity.
Shane.
So what? So what? So I'm trying to understand what does continuity mean to you?
Continuity is, I mean, you know, it's if we're talking about electricity, it's the path of least resistance.
I'm talking about your team. We out here trying to use electricity. This ain't the Rock. No, we ain't doing that. What does continuity mean to your Atlanta Falcons roster?
It means a lot to me. Yes, I do. I feel like we got a young core on offense with, I would say, probably the best offense in this division with a lot of great young talent.
Okay, Pop, are you serious?
Yes, I am. You got the best running back. You got the best tight end. I would venture to say the best offensive line. Sorry, Panthers. I mean,
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Last year.
You don't have the best line, Lo. Come on, man.
Who's better?
We got the best line, brother.
Come on, Q.
Seriously.
Come on, Q. I love you, but I mean, you hear? I mean, listen to Big Game James. He sound like a '58 Chevy trying to crank up when you said that. Big Game James
he's the heart and soul of his line is done for the year. So that's a tough blow. Right. His center gone. So, and that's the inside right there. But you can't discredit what the Saints have a very strong line too.
I hear you. I mean, but I'm just saying, as far as the answer today's question, as far as continuity, I mean, you have the same coach, the same offensive coordinator. You got a defense where the defensive coordinator brought over two of his players. And number one is that you look at Arthur Smith and this team, he continuously brings in players that he had either in Tennessee or I mean, I'm talking about Arthur Smith in general, like the players that he previously had in Tennessee. And then you got Coach Gray, who's coming in from the Packers, who's bringing in his own players. So I mean, I think continuity is very important. I think that's something that we actually focused on this year. So that's why I feel like we're gonna win the NFC South. I legit feel like it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Big Game James, tell us about your Tampa Bay Bucks, man.
Hey, first and foremost, man, you know, y'all been doing this with me enough to know where I'm not gonna make nothing up or pull nothing out of my butt trying to make an excuse about anything. It's gonna be tough sledding this year. I mean, not the fact that we lose Ryan Jensen from an injury that happened a whole year ago. Yep. Tristan Wirfs had to go see a psychiatrist because his mental capacity couldn't handle moving from the right to the left.
Wow.
And I'm old school to the point where if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I believe the Buccaneers are just trying to do a lot of things behind closed doors to make it look like they're doing something on paper, opposed to just being ready to go play ball. All that being said, if Canales can come in and establish his offense the way Seattle tried to do theirs a little bit last year, take a lot of the pressure off that quarterback, especially. And I'm not excited about Baker Mayfield being named number one. That's just point blank, period. I don't think Trask.
And you know who else should be excited about Baker Mayfield being number one?
Who?
His receivers.
Mike Evans. No, the number one. Like whoever is your number one wide receiver in Tampa, for all you fantasy football guys out there, don't draft him. Mike Evans is not even on my list. Because as soon as I heard Baker got a starting job, took him off. He had to go. Not drafting him.
Think about all the years Mike Evans had, what, 8 straight with 1,000 yards?
It's about to end now.
That streak's in serious jeopardy. But I think if Baker not doing what he needs to do by week 4, I think Kyle Trask will get inserted into the offense.
I think it's a better fit for him, to be honest with you. I think Kyle Trask do a little bit better than what a Baker Mayfield can do for you.
Oh, a lot better. And he can run with his legs like purposefully, not trying to run to get open because he's too short to see from behind the offensive line. He can actually run plays. And help with that run game.
Hey, now I take that too short question. I feel like you throwing shots, Big. I thought we was cool.
Nah, I've been telling you, Rashad. As far as that,
Mayfield was short.
As far as that goes, though,
quarterback short. He looked like the quarterback on Little Man.
Wow.
The Damon Wayans movie when they playing football in the backyard. I mean, but it is what it is, dog.
Wow. I don't believe, like, whenever people make all these jokes about Bryce Young being so short, like, I don't buy into that because I feel like we've seen so many quarterbacks who are shorter of stature, like a Drew Brees, for example.
I was about to say Drew Brees is short. It's because it's
you buy into it if you want to and watch him carve you up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like whenever I played ball, I played against some short guys, and they were burning the draws off. So like I'm not getting caught up into the whole he's too short kind of deal, because at the end of the day, we seen what he did in the SEC. So
don't start playing
nice
nice with them now because they got the No Mercy shirts on and ready.
Hey man, No Mercy. Dog.
I mean, like y'all know I call it how I see it.
Anything I even feel as a slight, I'm taking a shot back, bro. I felt like that short comment was directed right at Bryce, even though you said Baker Mayfield. It was directed at Bryce.
You could be defensive too.
I
should be defensive. I think you defensive, shot.
Bro, the Giants definitely threw the shot, but we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that during the process. They ran that thing talking about, yo, is this too tall? Is it too tall for him? And dropped him down. I'm like, dog. Bryce been doing that thing for his entire life.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the wildest thing to think about.
But I think the defense is going to be what we're going to have to rely on big time this year. And I still want to know what Logan Hall is going to be able to step up and do. And Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, he can't keep getting close to the quarterback. He got to get to him and bring him down on the ground. But our third round pick this year, Yaya Diaby, he's been amazing to everybody in camp. And I think he's going to end up in that starting rotation of Joe Tryon-Shoyinka is not getting pressure on the quarterback. Like we're going to have to, our defense is going to have to carry us. I mean, and we got to establish a running game. It's just,
wow.
It is.
Wow, that's crazy.
That Caleb Williams card, man.
Yeah,
man, don't put that on that man. Q.
I'm rooting for Todd Bowles. I'm rooting for Todd Bowles to actually work hard to get these wins. I do not want you guys getting Caleb Williams. I have no interest in seeing that.
They always end up in the NFC South. The best always end up here. We always get.
We're one of the only teams that have had three former quarterbacks that go on to win Super Bowls other places. I mean, we can't get it right at the quarterback position for some reason, and I'm hoping that that streak runs out, but we're going to have to start over next year. So if Caleb Williams is the guy to come in and break that streak, so be it. But I've seen 1-17 in the chat. They tripping because we are playing against the AFC South as well. So we're going to get some wins. And we're going to get the Dirty Birds if we need to. And,
what's the one win? Can they tell me who's the
dog?
Come on, man.
What's the one win? Good Lord, 1-17.
1-17. That's just so disrespectful. I don't even know who. I can't even.
They only played 17 games.
My man gave him an extra loss. That's what
he gave him an extra L, bro.
Dog, they said the Bucs so bad to give you an extra L, a bonus L. Count one preseason games L.
You know what? Some people are mean, man.
I don't think y'all gonna be 1-17.
I don't think y'all gonna be that bad.
Oh, hell no. They played the Falcons twice, so I know we're not gonna be 1-17.
I'll try to help you. I'll try to help you.
I meant to say, yeah.
Hey, man,
I didn't say it. Let me be clear. I did not say it.
No. Hey, it was a fan, and the only reason I said the Falcons because it was typed up and it looked like a Falcons fan typed it. And for them to say we had an 18-game season, I really think it was a Falcons fan.
It's passive aggressiveness. Golly, I'm sorry.
Man.
Q, tell us about those Saints, Bo.
Like a stripper.
It's fun. Hey, man. At the NFC South.
Looking at the chat, I'm gonna have a headache by the end of the night. Laughing.
Well, y'all know the spiel, man. We got a quarterback on top of the team. A lot of people consider him a middle of the pack guy. I mean, he has a chip on his shoulder. He's upset how he ended his career with the Raiders. He comes here. He's familiar with the offense. We added weapons around him. All right. All right.
I'm done.
I'm just sleeping on the Saints.
I'm done.
Yeah, sleep. He pulled out the blanket on him. Night.
He put a bonnet on.
He got proud.
My man.
He taking the round table to the next level, fam. He pulled out the props.
That's what I gotta do. I gotta get props now.
My man, he brought that blanket for that purpose, and that is serious for me. That is hilarious. Hilarious.
He said, your used car put him to sleep is what he said, man.
Oh, my
I didn't even start talking before he started. I ain't say nothing. All right, yeah, okay. That's a good one, Lo. You got props in this joint now. Okay, I got you, brother. Bonded on, all right.
We got to up our game, bro.
Hey, bro, we got up.
Man, listen.
You got to up it, bro. But like I said, we got some good stuff going on down here in New Orleans, man. Carr's on top of the team. They're moving around. They got the offense. They kind of brought Gruden in to try to iron out whatever wrinkles or whatever to kind of sharpen the understanding of what, how he interprets how the Saints want him to play. And also, I think it's a touch and a connection to the Saints offensive room in terms of the coaches to kind of explain to Pete Carmichael. That's what I know. They know that if Rashad's one of the people that considered Carr as a mid quarterback, he'll tell you that.
Use Carr.
See,
I'm good.
Okay, see, so that's what I'm saying. So the issue is now going forward is Saints have to win. Now y'all know, like everybody else know, listen to the show on the round tables. I'm not a big guy, a Dennis Allen guy. He has to be able to prove to me that he can take all of the resources that the Saints are giving him and make it work. So at the end of the day, we have all these fantastic people. We have a upset Carr who has a chip on his shoulder. We have Jamal Williams, who to me is just that's ridiculous. 17 rushing touchdowns last year. We got him behind Elvin Kamara, Kendre Miller. The draft picks we have are ridiculous. A.T. Perry he was killing it in training camp and preseason. He's awesome. Okay, Shaq Davis was doing really good things too. The Saints waived him, but he's on the practice squad today. So I mean, we able to get him back. But they did some fantastic things. Jimmy Graham is back with the team. Taysom Hill is there. We got 4 tight ends. Austin Monroe, somebody's familiar with. Saints have Michael Thomas healthy. Chris Olave's there. It's just so much that I don't think a lot of people will know what to do with this offense. And I think the only issue is with the Saints offense speaking is how imaginative is the offensive coordinator and the passing game coordinator, which is Ronald Curry. So if they can get on the same page, Carmichael, and Curry, I think you can see a lot of great things happening for the Saints offense. And team overall, the defense also did a really good job as well.
Hey, I know you got on Big Low about borrowing, but I do want to thank you for Shy Tuttle, number one. Shy Tuttle, he is a product of the Carolinas, but shout out to him. And we also signed. Tell me a little about this Calvin Throckmorton dude. What's up with him? We picked him up off of waivers. Give me a little. What's the rundown?
Calvin Throckmorton, big guy. He played in college. He played center guard. The Saints had him playing a little tackle. Fresh out the gate, a couple of years, Calvin Throckmorton really looked like he was ascending. As of later on, he looked like to me that he plateaued. Because I mean he's a big physical guy, but it's just at times he's a turnstile. So maybe somebody in the Carolina Panthers building could get Throckmorton to kind of find that next level, because I think he plateaued here. That's why they kind of pushed him out of the team. But I was saying that Calvin Throckmorton to me is, a lot of people would say he's garbage. I don't think he's garbage. I just think that it's a lot of parts of his game that he needs to work on. I thought for a big guy, I think he's 6'5", 300-something odd pounds. I thought he'd be a lot stronger than what he is. And sometimes you just got to watch him, Rashad. So,
Yeah. I don't think he's not starting. I think he's a swing guy because we released Cam Irving, and I'm so thankful we got him up out of here, man. Because that dude, he was pretty
move. Bro.
Yeah, pretty bad.
I will say shout out to Ricky Lee. Every single time I see that Cam Irving's out the paint.
Man.
Aggie pride.
Out of all the moves that the Saints made, I think the one that I think was really good for y'all was Jamal Williams.
Oh, I thought you was gonna come with a joke, bro.
I mean, I am coming with a joke.
All right, my bad.
Yeah,
talk about what we got going on over here, man.
Yeah, I mean Jamal Williams, especially
it's nothing, no jokes. It's no mercy over here. I'm borrowing from
because he's the anime guy, And I know sometimes he come to practice. Baby girl, how do I look in my do-rag? He covered that Dragon Ball Z do-rag.
He's on his Thundercat.
Yeah, he's on his
Thundercat.
You know what? It's his mentality, and him and Elvin Kamara will mesh well once Elvin Kamara comes off the game suspension.
Thunder and lightning.
It's going, that connection right there is going to be phenomenal. And Jamal Williams, man, is a great dude. I mean, he has a great mentality. He's a positive thinker, and he does all these wonderful things. And I'm just saying to myself, when they picked him up, I was like, this dude here, 17 rushing touchdown. This guy can go and start for people right now. He compliments Kamara, and then the other back they have, which is Kendre Miller from TCU. I think he had like 16 rushing touchdowns last year from TCU. The guy was phenomenal. And we have those guys in there, those 3 backs, and they all do, just special things. So that's why a lot of people are excited about what the offense can be. We only will be stopped by our imagination of how we can incorporate all of these players and make them productive, man. That's the thing.
Definitely. I'm going to hit some of these super chats. Molly Mall, he says, Big Q, don't sugarcoat it.
I don't want to tell him that, bro. Molly said, they call him Thot Martin, Thot Martin,
Yeah.
So, but listen, bro,
Wow.
Shout out to Barbara, man.
Disrespect that man like that.
But yeah, but the thing is, Throckmorton, bro, like I said, he's one of them undrafted guys we sprung up. He made the team. We're really good at putting those guys together, but he really fell out of favor because, he's got a lot of work to do. So I'm saying maybe at the Carolina Panthers family could find some way to kind of reinvigorate him and get him back to what he's doing.
Yeah, if anybody can do it, James Campen can do it. One of the best in the league. So I think he'll can work out.
We got Jesse Jackson in here. Jesse, where's Jesse? Says, what's up, family? Q with Saints Titans week 1. Which running back will have a great run game, Spears or Miller?
Spears or Miller?
We're kind of torn there, ain't you? Because you got that old.
Because Spears is Tulane. That's a home, Ponchatoula. Oh man, and then they definitely going to use him, man. He fits behind Derrick Henry. I mean, you got that strength game, and then that satellite back. He's ultimate, man. I want him to. Oh, that's going to be tough. I'm gonna have to go. Let's see. Sheesh.
Man,
I'm gonna go. Oh man, I'm gonna have to say Spears on that one. I think Miller will do okay. I think Spears will probably have a little bit better game because depending on how the Titans decide to use him, because he got a lot of application, man. But that's a special player that the Titans have, man.
Definitely.
Tajay Spears, yeah.
Also, everybody who's watching, make sure that you hit that like button.
Thank you, Jesse.
Help get the help get us throughout the YouTube universe, help more people know about us. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. You got 5 beautiful minds coming together, making some great content. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well. So with all of the turnover that's been going on in the NFC South, we always kind of look at what's going on and kind of predict what's going to happen, right? I know we got together after the draft. Who y'all think is going to have the better offense this year? Like whose offense is going to be?
Oh, it's the Saints.
Okay, appreciate that transparency, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Dave is real.
Look, man, I keep it a buck. It's the Saints. I mean, when you talk like it revolves around the quarterback. They got the best quarterback in the conference in the division. Like I'm not a big Derek Carr guy, but I'm realistic
in
too.
week 2.
But y'all still gonna catch the fade in week 2, but I'm just letting y'all know y'all got the best quarterback in the division. I'm not gonna question that. I'm not gonna put Bryce Young there. He's a rookie. I'm not gonna do that.
How is Dave lifting us up while Brother Rashad is dragging us down? That's
because y'all are gonna lose week 2. But I'm just letting you know that y'all got the best quarterback. That's what's gonna make us sweeter when we beat y'all week 2. But y'all do have the best quarterback with continuity with the coach because they played together, they coached and played together. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that might be a fact. I know you're not a business hours guy, Q, but
Well, bro, listen, let me just say that about him because I know Rashad gonna probably end up saying something about it later on. But all I'm saying, y'all. I'm
just using your words. You said you can't coach.
And then you're gonna bring it back when we do the preview stream. But when
I'm gonna bring it back.
See what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is what Dennis Allen did this year, which made me and a lot of people that are staunch skeptics of him, is the fact that he added some really good coaches around him. Joe Woods. Love Joe Woods, how he coached, and the personnel love Joe Woods. He's a new defensive coordinator. He's a Dennis Allen guy. Dennis Allen loves Joe Woods. He believes in Joe Woods. So he'll seek counsel from Joe Woods. I can already see how relaxed he's looked. So I think that helps him. You got a lot of personnel. The new secondary coach, Marcus Robinson, is one of his people that comes there. Joe Woods is, even though he's the defensive coordinator, his specialties in secondary. He coaches the cornerbacks. Our secondary coach handles his touches on, teaches the safeties. And then we have other guys like a defensive line coach, Todd Grantham. He is there. So you have a lot of assistant coaches that's here under Dennis Allen that people he's familiar with. And you can tell it's a comfort level of a trust factor there. You can see he's a lot more relaxed. You can see him allowing, other people to be involved there. The offense got a lot of stuff going on. So, it's good as well. We got Jari Evans, some other people that I just love what they did. So from that perspective, I think that helps him, but he still has to be that head coach. He still has to show not just me, but the entire Who Dat Nation that he can take all this stuff and make it work. So we'll see if, just like you guys will see, we'll see.
Padre, he asked, can anyone confirm Little Bri-Bri's onesie size? Grady Jarrett gonna put it on week 1.
I'm call him Bri, man. Nah, we're not doing that.
I mean, I'm just reading
the
super
doing
chat.
That. Nah, we not doing that.
That's a Superman
nah,
chat. I'll just
don't
read
do that
it.
for that.
Why I can't do it for that?
You had all these super chats come through, and you want to dun on that one.
Yeah, he didn't. Hey,
nah,
do that,
man. Take that down, man. Get that out of here.
Coach Ron to get this guy. Coach Ron to get this guy.
So, where the mods at, man? Get this dude out of here, man.
Wow.
We're not disrespecting Bryce, B.
Wow, man. Wow. Well, I mean, I just want to throw our 2 cents in there because somebody in the comment, they said, everybody discounts Emmanuel Brown. He said everybody discounts weapons. And, I mean, I feel like we have the best weapons in the NFC South. I'm just being completely honest.
You think you have the best offense? Is that what you're saying before
yes.
South for the record?
Yes, I feel like the Atlanta Falcons have the best offense in the NFC
What's
South.
the metric? What metric are we going by?
Right.
Let's go by points let's go by points a game.
Points a game.
Let's go by points a game. I just feel like the Falcons will put them. Yes.
Arthur Smith, low based on what you say yourself. And I'm gonna use Lowe's words. Lowe's staunch criticism of his head coach is the fact that he's not imaginative.
Yeah,
is very predictable in the red zone, and we know what time it is with Arthur Smith. He's a run first dude, and he built his team to run first. That's why you got Robinson there. That's why you got Tyler Algieri. These are two north south thumpers. So he intends on powering the ball. He got the tight ends there, big wide receiver. So he's going to try to run the ball and use your boy Desmond Ridder as a game manager, and I actually think that'll work. But
it won't equate to points, though.
Well, I tell you what. Let me ask all y'all fellas a question. Y'all eat pound cake?
Only my grandma's, low.
Okay, you eat grandma pound cake. What about you, James?
Oh, I mean, I
just want to see where you go with this, Lo. I mean,
pound cake ain't the fanciest thing in the world. There ain't no icing on it. It's not.
My
ain't
grandma's
nothing special about it. Your grandma got hers is especially good.
But
basically. But the point that I'm making is yes, we got the pound cake.
Kind of sound like
it's not fancy.
Pounding. It sounds like you're taking a little.
Yeah, that's what
we ain't taking nothing from Carolina.
The same thing,
we ain't taking that. All I'm saying is that it's not fancy.
All it takes.
I mean, so what other?
All the cakes you want to.
What other cake is not fancy?
Pound cake is gonna get y'all to the promised
What other
land.
cake is not fancy? That's all I'm saying.
Matter of fact, Big Low, on the record right now, if we come down to the dome and beat y'all, I want
stadium,
a pound cake.
the Mercedes-Benz
Send a pound
Stadium.
cake to my house. Send a pound cake to my house for keep pounding.
It might have interceptions on it. I don't know if you want that pound cake. It might have like stitches and everything else in it.
Why would I send a cake to your house? You ain't gonna eat it. You want to eat your grandma pound cake. That'd be a waste of a pound cake. I can eat that myself.
But I want icing on it. I want icing on the pound cake, man. Send it to the crib. Send it to the crib.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, man. All I'm saying is, I mean, I ain't got to worry about that because we gonna win. We won it. We starting off 1-0.
Hey, Panther Nation, you hear it? Hey,
y'all
tell
hear this?
Send my pound cake, dog.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I was telling that Falcons fan in that room yesterday. Let me tell y'all something, man. You guys think that y'all got Bijan Robinson, y'all are tongue everlasting up in this people. I'm gonna give you guys a reality check. Y'all are not gonna just run over us. But that guy was in denial talking about, oh, we got the best this, the best that. My man said, "Who's your second wide receiver? Matt Collins. That's his name.
Mac Hollins. Yes.
Mac Hollins, Mac Bollins, Mac Rollins. It don't matter.
I mean, I
He
hear
ain't
what
a
you're saying.
2. I'll tell you that.
He
said he was a great player.
Deuce.
My man said he
He
was
a
a great
deuce.
player.
He a
He a
deuce.
deuce with
That's
who?
the Raider, that former
He a
Raider.
deuce.
Maybe with Charlie,
Yeah, former
a deuce. He
Raider.
ain't a deuce in most teams in the league.
I mean, because you know who is the deuce? Number
Who,
8, Kyle
your
Pitts.
Uno?
Kyle
one?
Pitts. Kyle Pitts is the
Pitts?
deuce.
It ain't Drake London?
That's one. That's Uno.
Oh, that's Uno.
That's Uno.
Pitts is the deuce. So Mac Hollins is not a deuce.
Mac Hollins is the deuce, but you got Kyle Pitts as your deuce.
You need to get your Rise Up Nation. I guess I saw in the chat they call y'all the Dirty Birds. I thought the fan base, I didn't think the fan base was called Dirty Birds, but they want to be dirty, so be it. But that's fine. If that's what they want to be called, I'm cool. But you know what I'm saying? So, if you out here.
Pretty good, Dave. That's pretty
No,
good.
I'm just saying that's what the fan was like, we've been called the Dirty Birds. Or fine, you be dirty birds, disgusting ass birds when y'all catch this face.
See, you got hate in your heart.
September 5th.
You got hate in your heart, Dave. What you need to do, you need
That was real
go to
aggressive.
the doctor.
That
Go
was
to the doctor now and tell
I got
him.
a therapist, bro. We good. We good.
Go tell your doctor. Tell your doctor your symptoms.
I talked to my therapist about it all
Tell
the
you-
time.
tell
I
your
said, I
doctor
hate
your
the
symptoms.
Falcons, and they said I don't blame you one bit.
Then what you
hate
do
them
is
all day.
you get an MRI and then get a prognosis. Schedule the surgery. Don't eat nothing the night before. And get that hate out your heart, Dave. Because you got it all in there, Bo. You need to get that hate out your heart. That's all I'm saying.
My therapist told me
Heal Dave.
that I gotta let it out. That's how you reduce your mental, you reduce your stress. You gotta let it all out. You gotta let it expand to
can't
the
hold
world.
that in. It's not good for you. It's not healthy.
Not
to
good
hold
for
that
you.
in.
You can't leave it all sucked into the body. It ain't good for you.
Well, take it out on your team. Take it out on your team after you lose.
I ain't
week
got a
one.
reason yet.
You can have it
I might have a
September
reason
10th.
September the 11th if we catch that fade, but I ain't got a reason right now.
You finna catch that fade, Bo, like you going to the barbershop. You finna catch that fade.
I can't
That's
do
all I'm
fades no
telling
more, bruh. I'm bald. That's why I had to put this hat on.
you. Hey, I understand, man.
Been a long time, Dave.
So
Look, dude, I've
we
been bald since my
agree.
20s.
We agree that the Falcons have the best offense in the NFC South. So now moving forward,
I don't agree with that at all, but y'all can move. You can move on if you like, but I do not.
Okay, I mean,
Cartier, I ain't saying nothing about our Bucks, so I'm letting them talk about this nonsense about their team being about Lowe talking about his team being the best in the NFC South. I just want to hear
James?
first.
So who you think got the best offense in the NFC South, James?
If I said us, y'all would think I'm crazy.
Yes,
we
we
got
would.
two of the best wide receivers. Now we just got to try to figure out a way to get him the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
I really like the way Trey Palmer been playing this preseason too. The man come out as a 5th round draft pick and really establish himself where we won't miss Russell Gage this year. And I didn't think I would say that before, but I think he's playing good enough to where we got a 3. Now who's gonna get him the ball? That's the thing that I'm most
Who's the
concerned
running back? James, who y'all got back?
Rashad White.
Who's
Rashad
pretty
White
good.
is our starting running back. He can catch it on the backfield. He's good with it. Chase Edmonds, we got a free agency this year, be our number 2. And I love Keyshawn Vaughn. I just think he's used a lot on special teams, hadn't got a lot of carries, but the games they did use him, since he's been there out of Vanderbilt, he's been a solid backup. So I think that, he can get things done for us. Like I said, the number one concern that I have, and y'all know it because Rashad and Dave had to deal with this dude, they had Baker Mayfield in Carolina. And it's just like they said it was open competition, but I never think it was. And I still think Kyle Trask a 2nd round draft pick for a reason. You got to give him a legit chance to see if he can play. He sat behind Brady for 3 years.
Exactly.
Right. I think the guy can play. I remember, him from Florida when he was there at playing Florida and playing the SEC. He did a pretty decent job there.
Yeah, he did.
Quarterback, throw the ball around, man. Yeah,
At least give him a shot,
Right. I agree with that.
Well, what about defense, y'all? Like, who y'all think got the best defense in the division?
I still like the Buccaneers defense. And I
Defense
think,
look good.
they
They got a squad.
we got some people. And the defense is what carries the NFC South right now because Carolina's defense played good last year too.
Yeah, our defense is man with Evero coming in from Denver, bringing that top 10. He had a top 10 defense over there. It's a lot of man. It all depends on how healthy we stay, right? Like JC got to stay healthy. Dante Jackson got to stay healthy. Brian Burns off that edge playing in his natural position now is going to be a problem. Like we're in the 3-4. He's playing outside linebacker now. He's going to be able to use that speed. I'm predicting on record 15 sacks in him this year. It's gonna be problematic trying to guard him. Also, I think with with Justin Houston being that veteran presence as well, going to rotate. Not going to be a full-time guy. We got some other guys that are going to play in the rotation: Amari Barno, Marquise Haynes. I think it's defensively and actually moving Jeremy Chin back to in the box a little bit more. It's all potential. Von Bell, I forgot to thank you for him too. Von Bell with us. Yeah, I mean, so I think it's a lot of potential out here. I just got to see it, and I have yet to see it, so I can't stamp it yet. I got to see what they look like.
Definitely.
Thank you, brother Rashad, for that, man. Appreciate it.
Why you taking credit? Like what?
You ain't thanking. You ain't showing no appreciation.
Why do you show appreciation for?
You borrowed the stadium name.
We didn't borrow the stadium name.
Off top.
Y'all know how contracts.
Right, you didn't borrow. You took it.
Y'all know how contracts work, right? Y'all know how contracts work, right? If
don't
one
be trying to build
venue,
no excuses off a contract.
and one venue isn't up to par, and another venue comes around, they be like, "Hey, I think we're going to attach our name to this one."
Quick off topic. I'm in a fantasy league right now, and I have an opportunity to take Mike Evans and Chris Godwin back to back, and I'm going to do it because I'm going to let y'all figure out who Baker likes the most. So I'm going to keep him on my bench, and I'm going to decide.
Chris Godwin going to be the guy.
If he's the one, then that means Mike Evans is going to be the guy. Whoever's the one is going to be trash. So whoever you decide that the one is, that means you want the two.
Well, so Baker ain't never going to his one?
He doesn't, bruh.
No, he doesn't.
He damn near ruined DJ Moore. Like, he ruins the one. That's what he does.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take both of them, and then we're going to hope for the best. And one of these guys is going to be good. So I'm just going to take them both. Since they're just sitting there in the 6th and 7th round, I'm just going to take them.
I was finna ask you what round it was in.
Yeah. 6th round, good enough for me to take it this point. The 12-team league, good enough for me to take it this point.
Oh, yeah. If they still there then, that's because you can't do that. If they have some luck, you'll be okay. But, hey, man, I do like the Buccaneers defense. Bringing everybody back. It all depends. I hope Kalijah Kancey is the guy.
I love
Kalijah how they use him.
Yeah.
He's a shorter edge, but in that 3-4, he can play in that 5, play inside on that 4 if they need to. Shaq Barrett, is he healthy, from the Achilles last year? So, having Jamel Dean back, Ryan Neal, Carlton Davis, and if we can keep Antoine Whitfield healthy, I like our secondary. I like our front. Like I said, Joe Tryon-Shanker's got to bring it now. Going into this year, all this talent and hype coming out of Washington being a first-round draft pick, we got to put pressure on the quarterback. We got to get the ball back for our offense. So I think we got the piece to do it. Logan Hall is a question mark, and Joe Tryon-Shanker for me is the question mark because I wasn't crazy about that second-round pick when we got him out of Houston, and I think he was a pick of need, but not necessarily the best player. And I believe Vita is probably the best interior player in the division.
I ain't mad at that, man. I ain't
DB got something to say about that, but we're gonna let you
I think Colin Sanders got something to say about that.
I think Grady Jarrett might have something to say about that.
Oh no, Grady Jarrett ain't got nothing to say about that.
Grady baby Jarrett might.
I don't think he's the best interior guy y'all have. It's David Onyemata.
Come on, Q.
What I know, I'm just a Saint guy that just keeps sending people to Atlanta.
I mean, you know what you sound like.
I'm just saying, bro.
You get naked. You get naked like Superman in a phone booth. Like how Superman got naked so fast. I'm changing clothes into that Superman cake.
Could you at least admit that if what's going to happen now? Listen, you asked the question about defense and the NFC South, who has the best defense.
Yes,
and I'm gonna just be honest because I got to give it the real way. I think each one of our teams have a very good defense, and I don't know how to rank them because I like what we got going on. Tampa Bay is definitely the strength of their team. What Atlanta did, and I tell the truth on Atlanta, man. I got to. They look so familiar. But the reality is David Onyemata, Cade Nelson, Ryan Nielsen, and $100-something million that the Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans, spent on that defense.
See, if you messed up initially, you just said Atlanta Falcons, and then you just threw New Orleans. Okay, go yeah, I'm sorry.
Let me say Atlanta, yeah. So, but see, this is the thing. Seriously, I think Tampa Bay is very strong. You can't run away from it. That is the strength of their team is that defense. I mean, Vita Bay and all, they're terrific. Carolina, with Shy and several other players, they got it going on. And the Saints added some pieces because the interior of the defensive line was garbage last year. We was giving up 120 yards a game last year with Shy Tuttle and David Onyemata inside the middle. We had to and Catavia Street. We had to get them guys out of here. So we brought in Colin Saunders, Nate Shepard, and we drafted Brian Bresee. And they looked really good in preseason and in training camp. And they are all high motor players that are very difficult to block. I mean, Colin Sanders, if you're familiar with him, that guy he's 6'1", he's 320 something pounds. He lost a little weight, but dude, he moves like a linebacker. I mean, he's up and down the line of scrimmage. He has he has multiple championships coming from the Chiefs. And another guy playing really well is healthy is Tanu Passanio. Passanio is tearing it up.
Yeah.
Anderson is doing good. Peyton Turner is doing good. Now we got Isaiah. I call him Isaiah Foskey the Snowman. That's what I call him, Foskey the Snowman. But he's slowed. He's kind of learning on his own. So what I'm saying is, in Atlanta with David Onyemata and all this stuff, I think it's going to be tough to pinpoint exactly who's the best defense. But I love everybody's defenses in the NFC South. I love what they're going to do. I'm just going to keep it real with you.
You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. I also got to shout out a couple of these Superman chats here. Phil 413 says, salute legends. Brother Bo off topic. He's going to be, he's in Louisville. He's coming to the Benz in Atlanta for the Louisville Georgia Tech football game. Want to know if we're going to be in attendance. We don't know. We actually, we're supposed to be trying to go because my little cousin, he's being recruited to Georgia Tech, but they said something about practice and everything going on, so I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. But I definitely appreciate that. That's that dun-da-dun. That's a Superman chat. Also, Hoodie Juby came in here with the dun-da-dun. That's a Superman chat. Superman mustache. I'm sorry. So I don't know if I had a chance to address this with y'all. I don't know if y'all seen the short. Why you roll the eyes, Q? I ain't even finished what I'm going to say.
I'm waiting for it. I'm just looking up.
Oh, okay. Checking the lights. Okay.
Hey, just looking up.
So Arthur Smith, I don't know if y'all seen our head coach. He's been rocking this mustache. He says
he got that extended Hitler.
Yeah. Wow.
Sheesh.
Hey.
Wow.
Arthur out here setting the line, huh? Okay. All right.
Well, he said that it was a lifestyle choice. So this is what, I said I'm rocking the mustache too.
Hold on, isn't that what the owner has? Doesn't he have a mustache like that?
See, no, it's not like this.
I'm about to check. Yo, do not let me Google Arthur Blank right now, please.
Dude, they don't have to worry about it. I'm about to do it. I swear that Count Dracula got a mustache just like
Dracula.
Count Dracula.
Yeah,
I
dude.
can't see that, Q.
Boy,
You see it, James?
man, come on. Come on,
Q. No, he look just like the Count.
No, you don't look like no Count Dracula.
He get like the little South Valley shag. Waved up in the back of that face. Yeah, no, he
That's what got that mustache from Arthur Blank. That's the
Arthur Blank mustache, thin. It's one of those thin 1920s mustaches.
Oh, it's not that.
This is the tough guy mustache here. This is the lifestyle choice. Not keep pounding lifestyle, but lifestyle.
I mean, that's actual lifestyle. But I know you can't relate. Y'all be out here trying to rise up and get shot down and all the other things. So
Damn,
I told him, rise up to get taken down.
Golly, boy, y'all are just
no mercy. Says the
wow, no
No
mercy.
mercy, dog.
No mercy, no excuses, baby.
I just don't take no mercy out on your team September the 10th. That's all I can tell you. Are y'all gonna let me on the stream?
It's right there.
No.
I'll let you on the stream, especially when we beat y'all ass. Absolutely.
When we
We're gonna
win,
let you
yeah.
on this stream. Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely. Shut up with that plan.
I'd be happy. I'd be happy to come on there in
If we lose, I ain't
2025.
coming, bro.
Don't be like that, Shy.
Hey, if we lose, nah, I'm chilling.
Shy, come on, man. You got to take it. You can't be like that, man.
Said you got
Nah,
to
bro.
Hold on,
you
It's
ain't
a
gotta take it.
It's a lifestyle.
Josh, you can't say that. Bro, because
My
y'all-
man said
y'all
it's a
lost, y'all didn't come on
lifestyle.
the stream. Y'all did. When
Did we come
lost, yeah, you came on. You didn't
I
want to.
don't. When the last time we did that? I don't remember.
See, washed it out.
I'm just. I don't
Wash it out of your memory, man.
saying.
Yeah, Dave, remember when Carolina lost? Y'all
We did come
y'all
on.
was upset.
We
but y'all did show
we
up.
should have been.
Yeah, y'all were upset, but y'all did show up. So that's good, man.
I'm just trying to remember when that happened. I just don't.
Well, it was not this last year because y'all.
I got short term memory. I just can't remember that far.
It was
back.
the year before. I think it was the year before.
Yeah, I think Rashad was in a dark place.
Hey, I was
back then.
Hey, Matt Rule put me there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Rashad like a totally different person. Like it's so pleasant.
Yeah, we back.
It's so pleasant. Red Swan said PFF offensive line rankings: Atlanta number 7, Tampa Bay 14, Carolina 16, and New Orleans 24.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't deserve 16 right now. Like right now, we deserve to be in the 20 somewhere.
Is this from last year?
I don't think that's right, bro.
Yeah,
unless they're giving us a lot of credit for that final preseason game. So the final preseason game, they played really well.
We got to double check that. We don't deserve to be 16, bro. Not the way we play in preseason. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, I know with Jensen going out, Tampa Bay at 14. I don't know if that'll be the case, but
it might change a little bit because you got to put Robert Hainsey back at center. He a tall center, man. That always scares me. You got a guy that tall center.
I hate tall centers.
But
yeah,
you're gonna see because Cody Mock, our second round pick, he's played all 5 positions in college. Maybe
very athletic.
I mean, it's probably gonna be a while, a couple of games in to see what the right chemistry is gonna be and who we're gonna have to move around.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that. I just didn't know anything about that. Tristan Wirfs moving to the other side, having to go to therapy.
Yo, that's wild.
That's real talk, man. Like he really was having an issue dealing with that, and the way the defensive ends rushed in today's game, the way they call plays, I don't think it's as old school and traditional where you got to have, the standard right tackle, left tackle. You need a guy that's comfortable on the side doing what he does. He's been an all-pro at right tackle. Why do you think you need to change him? Find another person, get there, and if you got quarterbacks that you can run and escape, I just think the thought process was a little different going into it, and today's game has changed a lot. So you call plays differently, you call your offense differently. So sometimes you don't have to make big drastic changes, especially if your players aren't comfortable doing it. Because if his mind not right, I don't give a damn what it is. It's gonna be a problem.
Right. Yeah, moving back to where you're comfortable at. Yeah. That's crazy, James. You mentioned that because that gives some insight on our guy. Like we had Ryan Ramczyk, who many people believe Ryan Ramczyk is our best offensive lineman. Ryan Ramczyk is a right tackle, but Ryan Ramczyk, it gets paid. He's a top 5, top 10 highest paid offensive lineman in the NFL. Saints broke him off. He plays the right tackle position. We have Trevor Penning we picked up, drafted him in the first round, and he started one game, which was against Carolina last year, and now he's the left tackle. He's your blind side tackle. So, traditionalists like myself, like, you'll think, man, listen, you will want your best tackle for the blind side of your quarterback, not some guy that's inexperienced there. But the Saints are rolling like that too. They're putting Penning, they feel comfortable putting Trevor Penning as a blind side tackle for $150 million quarterback and keeping Ramczyk at the right side. I struggle with that logic because I'm a traditional guy, and hopefully it'll work out. But that's been, that's the thought process that's been happening for years in the NFL. Like the best tackle goes to protect the quarterback's blind side. There's nothing more quarterback.
But the creativity, the play calling, the way different play actions utilize, bootlegs, rollouts, get them out the pocket in the space sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
If you're athletic, that's my thing. You change what one guy does, and it's hard. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. He played for the Giants, for the Patriots for a long time, protecting Tom Brady. He goes to New York, gets his big contract. They switch sides. And in 3 years, they're like, this is the biggest bust of free agency ever, and they get rid of it.
Oh, man, the real big dude, right? He's like 6'8".
But when he did what he did for Tom in New England, he was on that right side. Just because you paid him the money, you automatically thought that he was going to go to that left side and be the same type of tackle.
Right.
And it didn't work out like that.
Didn't work out, right. Couldn't adjust.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, it's true. It's true. We've seen many times where, and it's like Q said, like some people, they're, they do it old school. That best guy is the one who, protects that blind side. And some people is like Big Game James said, like if it ain't broke, there ain't no need in trying to fix it. Like just keep going with it the way that you're going. So I mean, it's interesting, man. So I tell you what, do y'all think? Do y'all have like any surprises for your team or the NFC South moving forward this season before we do the traditional traditions that we always
Say
do?
again the question, Lou. I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
Oh, it's no problem. I said, like, do y'all have like any surprises that you could see, for your team or anybody else in the division this year?
Surprises. I mean,
overall, I don't think the South will be as bad as it was last year. How everybody tried to make fun of the NFC South. I think it'll be way more competitive, like we said, because we said all teams have a pretty damn good defense. So I think that's the one thing to where, for a long time we made fun of the NFC East, called them the NFC least. So I think a lot of those fans, as soon as they were able to take shots at the NFC South, it was like machine gun fire. But I think the South is going to be a way better division than a lot of people going to give us credit for this year.
I agree with that. Cyclical, man. NFL is cyclical. It's gonna come around to you at some point, and we taking our lumps. We took our lumps, but I think the NFC South as a whole is going to elevate. Again, I'm in wait and see mode. I know we up here talking junk, but I'm in wait and see mode with the Panthers. I got a lot of high hopes in Bryce. It may not come this year, but I firmly believe he's gonna be a problem in the South in the future. We got to keep him protected. And I'm interested to see how Frank Reich's going to call this offense. Again, we haven't seen our offense at 100% yet. We haven't seen our defense at 100% yet. We haven't seen some of this play calling just yet. So we're gonna see. So I'm in just like y'all. I'm in wait and see mode. See how it all pans out.
I mean, so like, how you feel about Frank Reich? Like, was that your first choice?
No, it wasn't my first choice, but so far so good, man. I think he's been here. He's been there. He's done that. He's not some off the street dude. We got like Matt Rule's complete difference. We're running it like a professional football program. We came in and cut all of these dudes. I said this on our show yesterday, and we coined this new phrase that we're moving on from mid, right? We've been so used to seeing these guys and holding guys like, and this is no disrespect to any of the players, and I hate to see people lose their jobs. This is no disrespect because I ain't played a game, but we so used to seeing guys like like Brandon Smith and Shaw Smith, and we hold them in a high regard because that's who we used to having them around. It's like, yeah, we don't want to see them go. But bro, they just mid. Like we have to demand better, and Frank Reich is bringing in better, and Evero is bringing in better, and I like what I see so far. Thomas, the coaching staff is great. So far, so good. I just got to see it play out in regular season, and we're gonna see.
Definitely. What you think, Dave? Like, is there any surprises or anything that you could see?
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think that we're underrating what Miles Sanders could potentially be for our offense. I think folks, and I'm even looking at it in fantasy leagues right now about where he's been going. He got top 10 upside. I think they're going to give him a lot of work. I know there's been this thing, we're going to split the work with Miles. I ain't buying it one bit. I think Miles is going to get the bulk of the work. I know Rashad disagrees with me with regards to that, but I just think.
What'd you say?
About Miles getting all the work.
No, I think so. I agree with you on that.
You agree? You don't think he should, though, because I know how we were with CMC. Like, we weren't a fan of him getting all the work.
Yeah, you're right. You're kind of right, man. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, from that standpoint, I feel like, when you look into that, it becomes interesting, to say the least. I mean, I just think Miles is going to get a lot of work. Like, I just think he's going to put in a lot of work. And I think our defense, even though we're switching to a 3-4 scheme, I think we got the players that make it work. Like, I'm not as panicked as others because I trust Ejiro, excuse me. I trust him as a DC. And I know a lot of folks were panicking about the waiver claims we have, and I'm like, they obviously trust the guys they got there. So.
Okay. My surprise, and I'm pretty sure y'all know what it is. And contrary to Dave's beliefs, I think Desmond Ridder is going to be a really good quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons and lead us to an NFC South title. I feel like, with his experience in college, all the reps that he got, the fourth winningest quarterback in college football history. You give him the weapons, you give him a very well thought out game plan. I just don't see. I just don't see where things will go wrong, Rashad. I'm sorry.
Stretch Armstrong? Like, what are we doing?
I mean, nah, bro. I'm just telling you what I see, man. I mean, unfortunately, the Panthers are going to be the team that experiences it first. You know, that's the. I hate that y'all going to be the guinea pigs to be the first ones to run into the buzzsaw, but I mean that's just the way the schedule makers put everything. You know.
I mean, are we really going to talk about guinea pigs right now? Wouldn't y'all be the guinea pigs?
Be the guinea pigs to what, Dave?
This fade y'all about to catch on September 10th.
Come on, Dave. Come on, man.
I know. What would you do if Bryce Young lights it up on y'all?
I mean, I don't know what I would do, Dave. You know, if we're a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Listen, bruh, do I need to send you a bottle now? I want to make sure it gets there before September 10th.
First of all, Dave.
I just need to send my pound cake, dog.
First of all, Dave, you know, Goodwill, I ain't drinking nothing that's coming out of a bottle whenever I have the hunchiest of the punchiest here with this moonshine and Kool-Aid.
Look, man, this is some good stuff that comes out of the bottle, though, man.
Come on, man.
You might need, this is an expensive bottle. I don't know if I can ship this to you, but, like, if there's something that you, like, if you really need it,
hey, ain't nobody
you
drinking
might need it for the 10th.
Ain't nobody drinking that
Caribbean
fancy
Cash.
stuff.
Oh, this is some good stuff right here.
Anybody? I mean, look, I know that you got money and everything, but what I got?
Don't be out here in my streets with my pockets now.
I just said what I got do me just fine. You know what I'm saying? And all I get. I
want to make sure you don't get hungover in the morning because there's gonna be a lot of drinking gonna be involved that day.
I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be lovely.
That little wear Carolina Panthers shirt that worked for me.
See.
Yo, my soul can't put a Falcons shirt on. I was mad when he had the logo.
See, he know he gonna lose. He know he gonna lose.
No, I just can't do it.
I'm not doing it. I'm not coming on the show.
Send him a No Mercy shirt and make him pod with it for a week if he loses.
Oh,
that sounds really good. That way, Lo don't have to worry about getting drunk.
I mean, you
never No Mercy.
First of all, I don't get drunk.
Hey, it worked for me. It worked for me when Lo bet me.
Look at Q. Q really wanted to talk on. Look at her. It worked for me. Look at her. It worked for me. Come on, Q. Come on, Q. That was in the past. That was 2022. Why you still talking about that?
You know what? The great thing about that, though, Lo, is that we don't play y'all to after the bye. That's a long time from this. So I got all this time to have just keep my bragging rights. I just think that's awesome. Thank you, NFL schedule makers, for doing that. I appreciate the hell out of that, man, because we can still we hold our bragging rights all the way until after the bye week. So that's pretty cool, man. Don't you think so, Lo?
Man, come on, Q. That was last year, man. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go, Q. Every time you talk about that shirt, I would just be saying, looking back over the years, I think like you gotta let it go.
You can't say that because it goes until the next time we play, which is
so this year you trying to you go wear a Falcon shirt if y'all lose this year.
That's right. That was the bet the first time around. And
it's going to go back around this year.
We got to get this on record.
It's on record now.
Okay.
I told Lo that last year. I said, Lo, listen.
Okay.
And it was actually Lo's idea. So he said, listen, he'll send me one. I'll buy one, whatever, and I'll pod in it. So if that's what it is, if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. And Lo did it. He didn't. I think he did it for one broadcast, but this time around, I'm gonna change it where he got a pod in that shirt for the whole week.
See why you changing?
Nah, I'm not doing that with none of y'all, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
See, that's
I ain't doing that, man.
And I ain't coming on your show.
You want to talk about
either.
someone with hate in your heart? If you want to talk about somebody with hate in your heart, ooh,
that's when it gets serious. If you really.
But there are some institutions and organizations across the college and NFL diaspora that I will not do it. Like, for example, for college, I will not wear a North Carolina Central shirt. If my daughter goes to North Carolina Central, she can't bring those colors into my house.
Aggie pride.
She can't bring them colors into my house. If she and the thing is, she can't go to Central unless they give them a full ride. And even then, you can leave your colors outside. I will have an Aggie shirt waiting for you at the door for her to throw on. Something to change it, or she can take it, go to like a dressing room somewhere, make your changes, and return. But you can't bring them colors in my house. Those are things that cannot occur.
Dave is serious.
Those are things that cannot occur. I'm letting South Carolina State slide just a tad because I'm from the state, but that's the only reason why. That's the only reason. And even then, the jokes are flying as soon as you show up with them colors in my house. It's just what it is.
Well, let's see. We are hour 15 in.
Yep.
Is it about that time
I think it's that time, Lo.
It's that time, Lo. Time for
I ain't
delusion.
going first, bruh.
Of course.
Come on, Rashad. Come on, man. You do this every
going
time.
first the whole time.
You do this every time, Rashad.
I ain't going first, bruh. Nah.
All right, so everybody in the chat, basically what the tradition is, and it's become this whole to-do and kerfluffle. Every time we get together for the NFC South Round Table, we say, we end up giving our predictions, who's first, second, third, and fourth in the division. So in the comments, please let us know the order that you think all of our teams are going to finish this year. So, I mean, you know what? Since Dave has no mercy, and, he's just letting it all out tonight. Dave.
Hey, yo, pause.
Major pause.
Feel free to let us know who, what's your order for this year in the division.
So here's how I feel about the situation. We were a C.J. Henderson away from winning the division last year. I'm just going to say that out there. We were out here winning divisions with Sam Darnold, almost winning divisions with Sam Darnold, P.J. Walker, and even your boy Baker Mayfield down in Bucs land. That's what we were doing. So now you're telling me with the number 1 overall pick, I can't win this division? That's what you guys are trying to tell me.
Not this year.
The Panthers are going to be first. I'll even give the Saints, they'll fight for that final wild card spot. You know what I'm saying? They'll sneak in. They might sneak in there on a wild card action, so they'll get second. You know what I'm saying? Them Dirty Birds are going to be third. I'm going to pray to God that the Bucs at last place don't get Caleb. Like that. That's my 4. That's my order.
Okay.
But I do agree that the division is going to be competitive, and I think we're not going to be as bad as what folks are saying.
Okay. I respect that, Dave. We weren't last this time, so I
almost did it.
That.
I almost did it, but that's how much hate
did.
in my heart I have for Baker Mayfield. I almost did it. I came close, bruh. That's how much hate in my heart I have for Baker Mayfield. That is how much hate in my heart I have for Baker Mayfield. Ruined my mental health for half a year last year.
Respect. So Rashad, you got?
Oh, you want me to go second?
Hey, I mean, you would go first, so I mean,
right, that's fair. That's fair. Now I'm gonna go with Saints. I think the Saints are gonna win the division. So they'll go first. I think the Panthers will be second in the division, and I think the Falcons will be third, and the Bucs will be fourth. I think I've maintained that throughout the entire post draft. I think that's where I'm rolling, man. I don't know. It's too many unknowns for the Panthers right now for me to crown them as division winners. I got to see. Dave tends to jump out there on a limb. I can't do that. I got to see it first. So that's just big.
Bold prediction.
LL Cool Boy agree with you. Yeah, the exact same thing. Big Game James, tell us how you feeling, my brother.
Well, mine is about to look a lot different than the previous 2 that we've heard, but it's okay.
It's okay.
With the defenses being pretty competitive in this division, I do think that our defense will give us a chance. I believe the Saints might be the number 1 team because they do have the most proven quarterback out of everybody in the division. I heard you say that about Derek Carr, but I got Saints, Bucs, Panthers, and then the Falcons.
Damn, Lo. You gonna take that?
The Bucs.
That's my pick. Everybody else had the Bucs last. Hell, I put the Falcons last.
Wow.
Your tight end didn't show up last year. Your coach going and got a fake mustache to try to prove he can come out and coach.
Don't talk about mustache, Jay.
Hey man, it look better on you.
Don't talk about mustache.
No shade on your mustache, Low, but
I still
We
say
ain't picking on yours. We picking on your coaches.
Blank's mustache. I still say that.
Man, come on, man. See, Q. Ain't nobody said nothing about Arthur Blake. Q
I
just.
think our defense is good enough to keep us in the hunt, man. And Baker Mayfield don't have to go do too much. Let's run the ball, make good passes. I know that sounds easier than what it is, but this might be the year Baker surprise everybody.
I don't
You
know.
gotta take that, Lo.
Yeah, I think Trask gonna get in there sooner or later. That changes gives it an unknown though.
I think Trask gonna start sometime during the year. I think Trask gonna come in.
Didn't Baker Mayfield had like what 7 interceptions in practice, and they gonna name
9
him.
in the first 8 practices. He had 9 interceptions.
He had 9 picks.
9 interceptions, and the man talking about he the starting quarterback. No, man, this Trask is
not
like
in the skeleton drills. He threw 2 interceptions in the skeleton drills.
Yeah, man. Hey, did you see the one drill? They went to camp and they were doing pat and go, and he overthrew the tight end like by 5 yards, and there was nobody on him. I mean, it was just straight pat and go.
Dude, this is.
I think that's when I went and poured myself a bottle, a glass of Crown Royal, and shook my head, and it's gonna be a long one.
It's Trask, man. Trask is gonna see the field maybe after the second week, man.
Wow, come on, you ain't gonna cut
at least 3 weeks.
I'm saying,
they ain't gonna do it.
They might
nasty, bro.
Bruh.
He can probably get bad. It's gonna get bad, man. They get him out of there, man.
I'm telling you, if Baker out here looking super mediocre, they're gonna swap the trash so fast, and then once that happens, Baker's gonna ask for his release because that's what he definitely did with Carolina.
Right.
Once Baker realized he wasn't the guy, he wanted his ass out of there.
Sounds like Marcus Mariota.
What is he? He's a second-round draft pick.
Number 1 over. Are you talking about Trask or Baker?
He was a second-round pick, right?
Okay, he was a second-round pick.
Oh, it ain't. He not a 5th or 6th or 7th-round pick. This dude's a second-round draft pick. You got to see what he can do. He had a pretty good teacher ahead of him. You know, so I mean, yeah, that's why I say I think Kyle Trask is an unknown for the Bucs, man.
So Uncle Steve's in here. He said sending condolences and pouring out Thunderbird and Boone's Farm to those thinking that they're beating the Falcons this season. ATL 1, Carolina 2nd, New Orleans 3rd, and Tampa Bay 4th. So
I think Uncle Steve the one drinking the Boone's Farm. He might have some MD 2020 in that glass too.
You did say Uncle Steve's Lounge. You got a lot of liquor over there, man. Don't be mixing it all together. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I make sure y'all check out Uncle Steve's Lounge talking about the Falcons. Shouts out to Uncle Steve, man. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
Man, I don't like how you sometime me with the Superman chats, man. You be picking.
I mean, it's like, hold on.
You did that because he made the Falcons won. You done to done.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I just did because I know that y'all don't like me to dun too much. Yeah, because I want to.
That's that low energy into it, like the big low energy into that Superman chat, brother.
Oh, talk about this one here? Because I didn't want to give it too much energy.
That's a Superman chat. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't want to give it too much because I knew Rashad was going to say something. But thank you so much for letting me be free. Thank you so much, Uncle Steve. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. There it is.
That's
okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Because I've been wanting to do it this whole show, but
I bet you want to do it when my man say Atlanta going first. You definitely want to put the sauce on it then. Huh?
Well, I mean, look, Mike Platt
now you want to do it here, huh? Let's see if you keep that same energy. You ain't gonna do this. So
Mike Platt says Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Bucks in that order. Thank you so much, Mike. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. See,
there you go. Same energy, bro.
There you go. You gotta keep that same energy. Hello, that's it. Same
continuity.
Energy.
That's the word of the day.
Continuity, yo, man. Your rise uppers came up with that continuity thing.
Like, come on, man. It's Dirty Birds, man. It's Dirty Birds.
The fan base calls themselves the Dirty Birds too?
Yes, sir. We're Dirty Birds. We ain't porn stars like y'all keep pounding. We're not porn stars. We Dirty Birds.
Listen. With that stash of yours, we can beg to differ, sir.
Hey,
with him and the coach.
Hey, don't be talking about stash.
Look, I'm just letting you know, man.
The mustache changed my life, Dave.
Wah.
I don't fight no more. I go to fisticuffs.
The Little Caesars Arena. Who plays in the Little Caesar Dome?
Oh, everything.
Saints do.
Oh, it's fisticuffs now. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. No,
I'm asking a question.
You know, every time the Saints, you know what they say every time the Saints get a first down?
Pizza.
Oh, they say pizza.
There you go, Jay.
Oh man, but yeah. Don't talk about stash, Dave. It's because this changed my life. It changed my life. I don't fight no more. I go to fisticuffs.
Okay.
I wear slippers in the house.
And you wear a smoking jacket.
Yes, sir. And driving shoes.
While you at it, you got to be smoking a pack thinking the Falcons going to win the division. But we'll get into that another time.
I mean, see, I ain't got them out yet because it's Q's turn. I want to let Q go first.
No, sir, you got it. You can go ahead. You the host, brother. You go ahead and I go last, brother.
Yeah, Q, thank you so much. That I really appreciate you. Letting me look. That means a lot to me. So this year, going into 2023, I got the Falcons winning the division. I feel like we have the best balanced team overall. We got a great mixture of offense and defense. Really good offensive line. Got a lot of great weapons. And, I just feel like we're going to win the division. So we're going Falcons first. And I know a lot of times I throw smoke and mirrors out there, but I'm going to go ahead and say the Saints going to be second. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Saints are second. Then
don't you do it.
We're going with the Panthers. I'm going Panthers third.
I'm about to say, bro.
And Tampa Bay fourth.
James.
Tampa Bay fourth.
I just know we all have it's the circle of life. It happens.
It happens.
I'm a Panthers fan, bro. I know exactly what that circle of life you're talking about, my brother. I've been through
lows, bro.
Man, let me tell you something. This owner ain't seen the playoffs yet. He been through the lows. That's why I know that's why we gotta start strong at the beginning of the season. We can't be messing around, yo. If we start like 0-2 in the division, I ain't gotta worry about Frank Reich's head. He gotta worry about the owner.
I don't start off 0-1. That's a bit. It's going down.
Tep ain't got no patience, yo. You let know what the Tep might mess around and try to get another quarterback next year. We that bad.
Man,
Tep ain't got no patience, bro.
Y'all done it before.
Dog, he took that team over in 2018. Right? 2018 when he took that team over, remember correctly. He don't know how to keep a quarterback.
Jimmy Clausen came and here come Cam, smiling all big, dabbing all over the place. Y'all just had got Jimmy Clausen and then y'all turned around and got Cam. So.
Yeah, but you can't deny that, bro.
You couldn't turn Cam down.
You can't turn Cam off. If Andrew Luck was there, we wouldn't have turned them off either. So it all depends how you look at it.
He did with that national championship. Him and was that Farley? Nick Farley. Yeah. They were two. Them two dudes were two of the most dominant players that year. You couldn't pass on Cam Newton.
Whatever happened to Nick Farley?
He came down to New Orleans, and after his, I think he was with the Rams for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember his.
And then he came down to New Orleans, had a really good, what was it, a year or so, and then they discovered a heart issue. Retired after that. Yeah, retired after.
Never forget that Cam Newton didn't play with I don't think any offensive players other than him got drafted. Maybe one guy.
It was him. It was all him and Farley. Those are the two baddest dudes that year, and they were unstoppable. So yeah, I can see you passing up on somebody like Clausen. He ain't do a damn thing when they got rid of him. What, he's a backup all the time.
Backup, yeah.
Jimmy C fell victim the same way that Matt Corral did. He was just a guy till it was time to go.
Yep.
That's really what it was. You're right, Dave.
Yep. When you see the dude, right? You see, there's no denying Bryce Young. Like we talk about Carolina. And like I said, we scouted this brother from the SEC, played against LSU. That's my squad. But I realized, I was like, man, this dude, he's undersized, but his heart he got a big heart, super intelligent. His I call it his anticipation, I call it the anticipatory ability that he has. He sees things that aren't fair, and he throws the spots. It's almost, I don't know if he was influenced to a degree by Drew Brees. Most starter quarterbacks do look at Drew Brees as an inspiration, but man, that dude was really special in college. And I was like, this guy is the best quarterback in college. This guy, not, Strode is good, but he is not Bryce Young. So I was like, that dude is going to be something special. I just know about rookies. I think you need to give them time. Don't put too much on them.
Yeah, and you could definitely see the correlation in the game, like all the anticipation. Like he threw his first touchdown pass that he threw to Adam Thielen. He put it right in his face mask. Like he's like that. I just have concerns about the offensive line. And again, it's the same offensive line from last year, so the continuity is there, right? We just have the right guard situation that we got to get fixed. But we're gonna be all right. Panthers are gonna be all right. We just got to see it. I think we're gonna be fine.
Like, let me ask y'all this, Rashad and Dave. Like, this year, because I would check in on y'all like while during the time period where they were scouting players and everything. Like, how was it, like, having that first pick and like not knowing? I remember Rashad was saying that Bryce Young is the guy, pretty early.
We knew, we caught wind that it was gonna be him. So from inside sources, we knew who it was. So I mean, I think right after the pro day, it was what it was. So like, the anticipation of at that point, it was just, for me, it was about, all right, let me go dig in a little bit more to see what this guy's really all about. And once I did that, I was sold. Like, I was all in on Bryce. Yeah. So I have no problem with Bryce Young. I don't think the size or whatever it's not going to slow him down. He can be just fine as long as he's somewhat protected. And the thing about him, he's sneaky. He's got sneaky athletic ability too. He can move around the pocket, manipulate that. I talked about enough with him. So he's gonna be fine. He's gonna take a couple lumps here and there, but he gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, like when that whole debate was happening, man, and with him, Stroud, and Richardson, I could have seen a scenario where they could have took Richardson, but I did not see Stroud. I mean, I always thought it was gonna probably be Bryce. Like it was interesting to watch it unfold, because I said this during the draft time. I feel like Richardson has the highest upside of the draft. From a quarterback position, he had the biggest upside of the draft. But it's a matter of whether or not you think he's ready. And it seems like he's a little bit more ready than anticipated in Indianapolis. So
a little bit, but that line is still shaky.
Yeah.
And I still go off of, he wasn't playing against a whole bunch of ones. And that's still, them last couple of games in college made me still shake my head. And I know I shouldn't hold that against him. But so often young quarterbacks get thrown into the fire not ready. And then when they done, they just chew them up and spit them out. And I just hope that doesn't happen to Richardson. I hope he has a chance to get somebody in front of him. His running back is a head case and don't want to play for him. He really need that run game to help him out. So I just think he's in a bad situation.
Well, when you got an owner like my man Irsay, bro, that's sometimes how it goes.
Crazy.
Yeah, I can't read this super chat here.
Oh, I can read it. You want to read it for you, bro?
Oh yeah, and hit the Superman chat for him real quick.
And you better give a Superman chat. That's more than some of your guys that gave the Falcons first. You got to do that. Shout out to RJ for the Superman chat. Number 1, Carolina. Number 2, New Orleans. Number 3, Tampa Bay. 28-3 AT.
Where did 28-3 come from? That ain't got nothing to do with anything.
28-3 equals 4. Come on now.
It actually equals 0. Championships like us. So, but it's okay. I would lose my mind if the Panthers had a lead like that and we blew them in the Super Bowl,
we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that, Dave.
I would lose my mind.
Q, what's your
Could you imagine if John Fox or Ron Rivera blow a 28-3 lead?
What world? You going out script. You going over here.
You ain't done a Superman chat for my man, yo. Shout out to RJ, man.
I can't do it.
You can do it.
I'm gonna do it for you, because you obviously are out here hustling backwards. That man gave you should give me the cut of this one.
Go ahead, Dave.
Since you ain't trying to do it.
Get the Superman chat, Dave.
Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat.
Yes, sir.
There you go, Dave. I'm pretty good.
That was a good one, Dave. That was a good one, brother. That was a good one.
Shout out to RJ, man. You better take it.
Yeah, that's right.
My man got you. Well, my man got you like a low premium Netflix subscription. You out here not taking it.
Come on, man.
Q, what's your prediction, man? I gotta get up out of here, man.
My brother, exactly.
All right, let's get it. Let's get to the Who Dat Nation. Number 1, of course, is going to be the black and gold. I think the experience factor counts for us, even though I think a new weakness to the team is we got rid of Will Lutz, traded him for a 7th round draft pick to Sean Payton. And my thought process was he's not good enough for Dennis Allen, but he's good enough for Sean Payton. That's interesting. We got a rookie kicker here from Arkansas State, Blake Grupe. Well, he was from Arkansas. He transferred to Notre Dame for a year. Kicked really well in preseason. We got a rookie kicker and a rookie punter. That'll be interesting to have to watch that. But I still like the Saints number 1 in this, followed by, I'm going to give it to the Falcons. I'm going to say the Falcons because the Falcons you better watch, and I'm going to tell Dave and Brother Rashad, that you got to watch out for them because they have an identity. The identity is to ground and pound and play defense and try to do that time of possession thing. You got to watch out for that, bro. So, but it will kind of be, a low scoring game, but I got to give it to Atlanta because they have they put together a pretty damn good defense with some of our ex-players, and I kid low about that, but listen, that team is going to be much improved. And Carolina, man, I think Carolina, number 3, I think Carolina is a future team. I'm going to be honest with you. I love Bryce Young. I love the moves that Carolina making. I just feel like that, right, but he's got to go through his lumps and bumps this year. But listen, Carolina is a team that's going to be made to tear ass and kick ass into the future. You better watch out for them. And, of course, I hate to say it about brother James, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are playing for Mr. Williams out in USC. That's that's what I think.
Don't hate to say it.
I don't want him. Look, man, I need the Bucs to be.
That, bro.
I need the Bucs to be good enough to not have access to that man.
Dude, bro, he's coming. He's gonna be here.
I'm trying to find out if there's somebody else that could be worse.
So you're literally
there is one guy. There is one team.
What, James?
My bad, Dave. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. I said, so y'all literally about to make us the worst team in the NFL.
I'm not doing that to you. You know who that belongs to?
We don't want that.
You know who that belongs to, Big Game James?
Who's that?
The Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah,
they might not have a team after what I just saw about Steve Wilkes.
They gonna blow it up.
They shouldn't. Yo, real talk. Owner gotta go. I'm keeping it book with y'all. Owner gotta go.
I wasn't nowhere aware of what you talking about, Dave.
I ain't heard anything
here, bro.
Yo, Steve Wilkes pretty much said that the owner of the Cardinals told them to keep contacting the GM even though he was suspended on a burner phone.
Yeah, gave him a burner phone, dog.
They were out here on these drug deals. They were like, yo, let me tell you something.
They like string a bell.
Yo, real talk. They got to go. Got to lose the team.
Back up.
They got to lose the team. Cardinals got to lose the team, y'all. Man, Cardinals got to lose the team. They got, Owners got to lose the team.
I didn't know all that.
Wells gangsters now, bro.
Bruh, owners got to lose the team. They got to find 24. They got to lose the team, bruh.
But nothing happened to him before. Remember the Miami Dolphin dude was promoting, I forgot the man's name, out there in Miami before this other guy, McDaniel, came in.
Mm-hmm.
Violate the rules and all this kind of stuff.
Brian
and
Flores.
He got Brian Flores, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he lost was a first-round draft pick, and he couldn't go to a couple of games or something like that.
Bro, they suspended that man, and he pretty much said, I don't give a damn about my suspension. Take this burner phone, and you reach out to me all the time about everything we do.
Right.
That's wild, guys.
I know. We'll see how they handle it. But you looking for Goodell to do something about the owners?
Gotta do something. What's the point of a suspension if you gonna run around it?
Bro.
And even that was, and the thing is, that suspension was minor details, right? Like when you out here penalizing GMs and everybody else, you like those guys should have the highest level of integrity. You know what I'm saying? And you out here still skirting around these rules.
Not gonna happen, bro.
I know it's not gonna happen. That's why Wilkes added into the lawsuit. He was like, "Yo,
He was in the Flores lawsuit.
Yeah, that's my point. So, like, when you're talking about a man that was in the Flores lawsuit, and pretty much straight up said, "Yo, man, these guys out here with these burner phones, telling me I still got to work with the GM, and they still fired me after 1 year."
Right. Goodell ain't gonna do nothing. It's gonna be light-handed. It's gonna be very light-handed. He don't penalize the owners. That's his bosses.
Penalize the team.
Yeah, got to penalize somebody.
So
take their first round pick away and then see how their tanking goes. But then that means the Bucs or but the Texans ain't gonna take a quarterback. Some people are saying Houston's gonna be the worst team. I'm like, if Houston's the worst team, they're not gonna take a quarterback.
Nah, they ain't taking a quarterback.
It's a good thing.
No, they might be better. Might be in that division.
So
I think they are too.
So Q, you were saying that the Saints gonna win the division.
Yeah.
Could you tell me one more time? Because I
fell asleep.
Yeah, I need to.
Where's the bonnet at, love?
Go ahead.
Got the bonnet?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to go get you on the mail you want?
Yeah.
Is that an Atlanta bonnet?
Huh?
Is that the Atlanta bonnet?
Nah, that's funny, dog.
Where the
I'm
heck
crying.
Go ahead.
Nah, that's funny,
Talk
dog.
about how to.
Coach Roney, where you at here?
Talk about how the Saints gonna win the
Sleep.
Coach Roney, come and
Cuz.
get Lois over there winning.
Sleep.
Man,
Go and get that guy. Go and get him.
it's a good nighttime story.
Where's Coach Roney at? Coach Roney, come get this guy here. I gave you number 2, Lo. What you got?
Night.
I gave you number 2.
Huh?
I gave you number 2.
Oh,
I gave Atlanta number 2. I got to give you number 2. You got so
you said Atlanta is number 2.
I gave them number 2.
Atlanta was number 2.
No, they are number 2.
I gave them 2, bro, and I kept it real. I didn't say
number 2. I
gave them number 2. I gave
them number 2.
I gave him number 2. And I got
I
had to give them a number 2, bro, because they got so many of our people. It's like, man, they got
by default, huh?
By default, bro.
I respect that.
Bro, listen, I gotta hammer this home for the season for the Atlanta Falcons family members. Look, you guys are in a state of delusion if you do not understand that you went to your worst rival to get help to win. I think that's totally
they were free agents,
out of control. We would never do that. You never go to Atlanta, go and get some people over there.
Sign the contract.
Help out.
Whenever they signed a contract, they wouldn't.
Oh, you keep saying that, but there are 30-something other teams you can go and pilfer from. Why are you just selecting on?
But so you helped me make my point. Those 30-something teams.
And then those guys know that's a deadly violation.
That's not a violation.
Even Cam Jordan saying, he said those trades.
The check still coming in every week. Ain't no violation.
So
check still clearing.
We're gonna sell it for the money. That's what we doing.
I partied with Ayamada last weekend. We had a good time. The first time you ever had lemon pepper wet. We had a great time.
Bro, you can keep on Yamada. He ain't do crap for us last year, but set up there with an interior defensive line, him and Shy. I think Shy, y'all got Shy at N, huh? Dave or Shy, he playing in for y'all in that 3-4 line, right?
Shy playing in for y'all?
He playing in for him. That'll work right there.
How big is Shy?
6'3", 300 pounds, I want to say.
Yeah, we in a Trey Foe, man. Trey Foe.
But but that works.
That's not a bad size in that.
No, that's actually pretty good. He's a good player.
What's your arms looking like? Shy got pretty long arms.
I don't know.
Standard for a 6'3", 300-pound guy. But the reality is, Shy Tuttle is he really wasn't what they wanted him to be with the Saints, because the Saints needed a nose tackle. That's why they got Big Colin Sanders there. They need a big guy like that. And you can see moving him outside, and they seen that. Credit to Carolina, seen him moving on in to take advantage of his athleticism on the outside. But he'll thrive there. David Onyemata need help. He needs another big guy that can play a nose tackle to play next to him to absorb the 2 guys so he can play off of 1. When he had to take them 2 guys, he couldn't pause. But he couldn't handle it, pause, and I might as well just get all this whole damn pause. And
you good? Go ahead, man. Just let it
play.
You good? I let a lot of stuff fly. I turned it off.
I know you was going, bro. I know where you was going. But I'm saying, David Onyemata, he need help. The other guy got to draw the double team to help him free him up. He looked awful last year, bro. But he got graded there, so we'll see.
And Calais Campbell.
Cal. He's kind of old, bro. But
he been playing since King Tut and the Mummies and shit.
He's old, bro.
He got 8 sacks last year.
Yeah, I like Calais Campbell though. No, I'm not trying to be funny, but is he really about to hold it down that much?
Is he starting?
So he's going to play that traditional defensive end. They're planning on him playing those first two downs, yeah. And then, we probably going to move into 3-4 on 3rd down, or we're probably going to go in like big nickel or something like that, depending on the down and distance. But yeah, they're planning on him playing, those first 2 downs, depending on, what the situation the game.
Atlanta and Carolina week 1 game will be very interesting, man.
It's going to be very interesting.
It's going to be fun to watch. Fun to watch.
Very interesting, man.
Hey, but that's it, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. I'm getting my wife. So y'all can keep it going.
No, y'all keep it going. Roll too. I'm supposed to be on another show right now.
Yeah, my show started 12 minutes.
Hey, well, I tell you what, y'all let everybody know where they can find y'all at before we go ahead and shut it on down.
You want me to take it, Rashad?
Go ahead, Dave.
At Panther Nation PC on Twitter. You can follow us on YouTube, Panther Nation Podcast. Look up, or you can just search PNP Rashad and Dave. You'll see us. We'll be near the top. We recently did a cut to it episode with Steve Smith Sr. to go over the draft a few months back. So just check us out, man. We cover the Panthers. We also cover things within the NFL, and we do fantasy football. I started the Fantasy Hour a few weeks ago. So I go live on Mondays, but the PNP official show goes live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come check us out, guys.
Believe that. Believe that. Big Game James, you want to let everybody know they can
Yes,
find you,
sir.
my brother?
Hey, BGSE Network. It's your boy Big Game James. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Big Game Sports Buzz. My pilot show goes live on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and you can catch Big Game's Pewter Perspective all throughout the week, dropping Tampa Bay Buccaneer news every time that different stuff comes out. And I mean, like, again, I appreciate doing this with y'all, man. I have a blast every time I'm on here, and thank y'all for always keeping it lively and entertaining.
He ain't lying.
Big Q, you want to let everybody know they can find you, my brother?
Oh yeah, thank you, Lo. Appreciate it. And once again, shout out to all my brethren, man. PNP. Shout out to Big Game and my dog Lo. You can find me at the Sports Coma or PRO Media Network. Just put in the PRO Media Network or the Sports Coma YouTube search engine. Find us. Please feel free to subscribe. We cover all the stuff, and we talk about all that real deal, good New Orleans Saint talk. We're very lively, and it's fun. So I invite all the family members to come in and subscribe. Also, you can check us out on our website, our news website, Who Dat Daily, www.thewhothatdaily.com. It's www.thewhothatdaily.com for all. We have a group of writers that's writing articles that cover pro football, pro basketball, boxing, all the college football, all the great stuff is available. So shout out to our writers and all that at thewhothatdaily.com. So thank you guys. Much love to y'all. And Lo, shout out to you, brother.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you. For everybody out there, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach. Love to sit around and talk about sports. If you want to talk about the future NFC South champions, make sure that you come over to Big Low Country Sports. I put the link in the chat. What you looking for, Q? What you looking for?
You said something about NFC South champions, the future.
Yes, sir. The future NFC South champion, Atlanta Falcons.
2024?
2023. You
Oh,
already know what time
23.
it is.
Okay.
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. You already know what time it is. But yeah, man, we sit around, we talk about sports, and we definitely have a great time. So make sure that y'all like everybody's channel. Make sure that you subscribe, because this is the best way to get intel about what's going on within the division. And we put the links to everyone's channel in the comments. So make sure you subscribe to all these guys, and keep your head up. If you're a Panthers fan, you can keep up what's going on with the Saints. Go listen to Q. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you something. If you go listen to Q, first of all, the family members, they are the most inviting Saints fans out here. So, you go in there, first of all, first thing they're going to do is show you love, and that's one of the funniest chats I've ever seen.
Yeah, the great Saint think tank. Shout out to you guys, man.
Yeah, shouts out to them. Go to Dave and Rashad's channel. They show love over there. I mean, very informative. Same thing with Big Game James. He get the perspective from a former player, and Chad is always popping over there. Y'all know whenever you come to Big Low Country Sports, I mean the coaching staff, they're always bringing the heat, man. We're gonna joke around and we're gonna clown, but the main thing is showing love. That's the most important thing. So, look, man, we definitely appreciate every one of y'all for coming on and chopping it up with us. Appreciate Panther Nation Podcast, Big Game James, Big Q. I appreciate you coming on to Chill or Not with us, my brother.
Thank you, Lo. And bro, we'll see you later on in the year, or probably I don't know, probably a quarter of the year when we probably do another one of these things. I think it's every quarter.
Yeah, we try to do it like every quarter.
Yeah, every quarter during the season. So yeah, that'll be looking at. But yeah, shout out to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all. Lo, good luck to you in the matchup against the Carolina Panthers, brother. Like I said, Atlanta, they got a pretty good team. Y'all got an identity. I see what y'all trying to do over there. So we'll just see if they can stop. It's gonna be fun, man. But shout out to the fam. Appreciate everybody, man. Y'all stay up, Lo.
You already know it, man. Thank y'all so much. Y'all take it easy.
Peace.